Hi, nobodies. Um, I wanted to say I was watching the impeachment proceedings on TV, and I was struck with there's been four presidents who have been impeached. Or I think Nixon was headed towards it or whatever, and he resigned. But I'm thinking that he didn't have to resign. Like, he probably would have beat it because it doesn't seem like they really want to do that kind of thing. Um, and I don't think that these people really do their jobs. I mean, whether you're Democrat, Republican, liberal, or conservative, it doesn't really matter. I expect my representative to think somewhat like me, which is if somebody's accused of something, I'm not going to say, I know he's innocent. I'm going to say, well, I'm going to listen to the testimony. I'm going to look at the evidence and, hope that I don't have to make a tough decision to evict somebody from their job. Those are so completely not meant to be in that sentence. But the thing is all of these people, before they even see evidence, they're screaming and hollering that we're going to blow through this. It's going to go quick because he's not guilty. You haven't seen the evidence. Even if you have, it hasn't been presented to you, like formally. That's like if you go to jury duty and the prosecution and defense are going to ask you questions and they're going to pick you or not pick you based on your answers. I guarantee you're not going to be picked if you say he didn't do it or he did do it, because they want you to be impartial until the case is presented. You're not supposed to go in with this mentality of he's fucking guilty or he's fucking innocent. You know, you're not. So, that most of us who are anti-Trump know that he's guilty of something. And he's just, I think he's a buffoon. I would not be friends with him. Period. He would bug the fucking shit out of me. Because I don't like it when people are that fucking full of themselves. It's one thing to be confident, but to act like you're the smartest person in the room, always, it's tacky. He's tacky. Has no class. And the thing is like, I don't know why they're so set on defending him. I mean, yeah, he's a member of your party, but a member of your party is still going to be president because the vice president would step in. So you don't lose the fact that your party is the current president. And, I think one of the things that I can say I'm grateful to Trump for is that people know more of what's going on in Washington than in previous years. Most of us didn't really know who the Speaker of the House was, unless you're into watching politics. But the thing is like just about every American knows who Nancy Pelosi is. They know who Paul Ryan is. Is that it? Paul Ryan? Mitch McConnell. You know, he's been in Congress for decades, and nobody, most people didn't know who the fuck he was unless they lived in Kentucky or near wherever his district is in Kentucky. And now he's all famous and shit. He's all famous and shit. Um, so I think that the American people are more aware of what's going on. A lot of us already knew that politicians are dirty. We didn't know how fucking dirty, though. Now we're looking at them and saying, holy shit, child. You're not sporting a tan. That's dirt you ain't scrubbed off of you that now, like, you know, when you get like really, really dirty because you didn't wash like under your armpit or behind your ear, you know, and then you got to sit there and like really scrape to get that dead skin off. You know, we always knew that these guys were dirty, but we figured they at least did their job, which is to represent the people of their district. Now, Mitch McConnell probably does represent the majority of his district if you're looking at racist, stupid, you know, people. He probably does represent it. You know, because I mean, you're in the South, and in the South, you can point a gun at a crowd, and chances are there's a really good chance you're going to hit a racist, you know, or somebody who's Christian. Now, I know not all Trump supporters are racist. Not all Trump supporters are anti-woman, you know, or anti-immigration. And I know Republicans who are really mad that he's still in office, you know, because they support their party, but you don't have to support the man. The guy is an idiot. And here's one of my things about Trump supporters. Now, if I went around during election time with a Hillary bumper sticker on my car would have been vandalized by Trump supporters. Liberals, you know, would not have vandalized a truck where it says Trump across the back glass. I mean, it's kind of a dickhead move. I mean, how many Clinton back glasses did you see? How many Bush or Obama back glass did you see on trucks? You know, like, and when I say trucks, I'm talking about the ultimate redneck mobile. You know, it's jacked up real high, got big ass tires, got the rebel flags flying, and some dude whose name is probably Bubba Joe or Jethro is driving that sucker. This is the problem. You know, I wouldn't want to be associated with that person. You should be ashamed of yourself when you're associated with ignorant people. I'm not saying all racists are stupid, but a lot of them are. A lot of racists are not real smart. Their IQ points are low. Not on the mentally handicapped scale, but they're pretty low. You know, you ask them to write something down or to do something, and they're not that bright. And I know that there were some of those that voted for Clinton, some of them that voted for Johnson or the other lady. the lady that was running. Um, but these impeachment proceedings, it's such a waste of money, because I can tell you that I'm pretty sure he's not actually going to lose his position through impeachment proceedings. They're not going to do their job. Even if the evidence was like a video recording with the Pope and whoever else. I mean, I don't care how hard that evidence is. Mitch McConnell ain't going to vote against him. And that's some bullshit. These are the people who represent us. So if I'm standing in a parking lot and in front of me, I watch one dude stab another dude, I see this happen, I'm going to testify that I saw him stab dude. I'm an eyewitness. And I'm credible at that point, you know? And if I say, oh, and I got it on my phone, I got it recorded, you know, it's pretty damning. I don't know if the evidence that they've got against him is that damning. I really don't. But to say before it starts that he's completely not guilty, you know, is basically saying I'm not going to do my job and be impartial. And that's bullshit. We all know it. We all know that when you say, I'm going to step in that person's way just for spite, it's wrong to fuck with somebody, just, you know, to fucking do something just to spite somebody, or just to fuck with somebody, or stand in their way, or keep them from getting ahead. We would all look at that person and say, what the fuck? Do your fucking job. Your job is to do this. Do your fucking job. Our congressmen, our representatives, all of those guys, we elect them. We pay them. The taxpayers, these guys are supposed to work for us. And I expect them to listen and view the evidence and make a decision, and not to say, well, he's my cousin, or he's, you know, family. No, somebody's guilty. You say they're guilty, you know. And if they said, hey, I know him really well and I really don't think that he's done anything wrong, that's okay. To say, I think that this person will be found innocent, you know, that's okay. But to say that I know for a fact, you know, or I don't care what evidence they bring forward, I'm voting not guilty, that's not what I pay you for. I pay you to do your job, and your job is to sit there as my representative, regardless of whether I actually voted for you or the person you ran against. It became your job. You won an election, and it's now your job to represent me and the people who voted for you. And to waste taxpayer dollars on something when they're going to say, well, I don't care what they show me, I'm voting no. I mean, like I said, no, there's no way you get picked for a jury. I don't care what you show me, he's guilty, I'm voting guilty, or I'm voting not guilty. You know, and it's funny that liberals are more likely, and now this is just my opinion based on people that I know, and I know conservatives, I know liberals, I know far left, I know far right, you know, I know all the in-betweens, different kinds of people. And I've noticed that liberals are more likely to say, well, I haven't made up my mind yet. Show me the data. Show me facts. And I'll make a decision. Whereas conservatives are more along the lines of, well, that's my brother. you know, or he's the same color as me and he's going up against somebody of a different color, so I got to go with my kind. No, you don't. You do what's right. And what's right is to be impartial until you know facts. But I don't think that, I think it's been a sham from day one, not just with Trump, but Clinton and Nixon and Jackson. You know, there's no way they're getting a fair trial. Well, Jackson might have gotten a fair trial because things were quite a bit different then. I don't know. But it just sucks to waste that money and all that time, and then you've got people who aren't doing their job. It's like a cop seeing something go down and choosing not to arrest people. You know, it's like, do your fucking job, save people. Arrest the bad guys. That's your fucking job. And these congressmen and stuff, you know, they're making tons of fucking money and they shouldn't be. They should be sitting in their district at an office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. They don't have to be in Washington. We don't have to pay for them to have transportation and plane rides and all that other kind of stuff. No, they need to sit in their office, in their state, and see the people who make appointments. You know, they need to serve the people who vote them in, and they don't need to have dinners with the NRA and Big Pharma. They don't need that. And they don't need to be in that office for 20 years. Because there shouldn't be any, well, we know how the machine rolls. We're very, you know, we know exactly what wheels to grease and all that. No, everybody there should be there shouldn't be any wheeling and dealing to do, or well, I know the guy, I've met him, you know, we've known each other 10 years and I know how to work him, and a new guy couldn't do that. No, these people need to be willing to work with new people. That's part of the problem, is that people are like, well, you know, we don't want anybody new. Oh, God forbid, new blood comes in, new ideas, you know. Oh, my God. People, we suck. You know, the system is not benefiting we the people. It's benefiting the people we elect. I mean, they're getting rich while their constituents are in poverty. They're not doing anything for the people who elect them, and we've often known this. And Trump is definitely making people aware. Most people. Now, there's still people who, like I said, it doesn't matter what you say, they're going to say, nope, I don't believe a word of it. That's fake news. You know, just because you don't want to believe something, or just because you don't like it, doesn't make it any less a fact. You know, if plain and simple. I'm going to go now. I've had a good day. Hope you've had a good day. Hope you have a good night. As I always say, every moment is an opportunity to turn things around, change your mindset, change your life. Good night.